All right, everyone. Good evening. Um, we've reached the end of week one. Two last matchups. They're happening at the same time. The other one will be on Speed Gaming 1. Here on Speed Gaming 3, we have Vix Rider on the left and Animus Unit on the right. In this one, I can pretty sure it is going to be a pretty tightly contested one. We'll just have to see what comes up. My name's Dustman. With me in the booth tonight is
Danny P-Speed. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. We got a couple of pretty veteran runners of the community now. Vix Rider has played in several tournaments and done pretty well. Animus has played in quite a few as well. He was our alternate member in case we had a odd number for the tournament. So pretty happy he is able to play, and should be a pretty close matchup, assuming Animus doesn't meme it up as sometimes he likes to do. But what are the flags for the Swiss round, Dust?
well, we'll go over the new and the super relevant ones because it's mostly what we did last season, but we don't have the Rock and World 1 being breakable anymore. The stuff we do have involves the wand cutscene skip. You keep your progress on game over. The valley in World 8 can have locks as well as bridges. The Koopalings are shuffled. Randomized cannons. A bunch of quality of life fixes. And I think, probably the most prominent one you'll see is there's extra panels to added to the maps.
Yep, Macobra took the Spade game and inserted some levels, and let's see what world we start in. World 7, so RWO is alive. Alright, looks like they get 4 pipe checks here. Probably going to check and see where they all go before they commit to anything, unless it takes them to the end. Don't see a fort yet.
Well, okay. It looks like it's a single forter?
Yep, looks like a single forter, and they can get to the fort that way. They're going to try to go around it, and there you go.
Oh, Vix found the way.
Oh, Animus.
And there's 2-3 with a boss bass.
Yep, Animus is playing the... I'm going to assume those other pipes loop or go to areas I don't want to go, so I'm just going to take the long way and play the levels to get to the fort. Not bad to commit to it if there wasn't another way there, but there definitely is, so he's going to lose 2 levels worth of time here.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it is kind of a risk to continue the pipe hunt, because all that time you spent fishing pipes, you could have just played the stages and got the fort quicker.
Yep, and I mean, I know I've seen several times where that is the only route and those pipes loop or they go to the dead ends, but unfortunately this time it is not the case.
Yeah, this time it backfired.
Vic's having a little bit of trouble in the plant stages, but he gets through first try.
And slapping on a power-up for the World 3 airship, and as mentioned, it's not going to be. It could still be Ludwig, but there's a possibility now that it is not going to be Ludwig at the end of this.
Yep, one of the newer flags to the Mac Patcher that I enjoy, not knowing which Koopa Kid it's going to be. And it's Wendy, and Vix gets a nice fire kill, so no jumps needed.
Except here, I guess, because with that flag, it's now strategy to jump for the wand.
Yep, jumping for the wand like you probably did as a kid is now relevant. It will save, a slight bit of time. But the cutscene is skipped, which is nice. It sort of evens out since we typically see a lot more levels being played. So we might as well cut out the pointless, cutscene time in favor of, the runners playing more levels on average.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, the extra panels adds more time than the amount of time lost from the cutscene skip.
Yep, we got a pretty ugly World 3 start here. They gotta play 4 levels in a fort before they can do anything, it looks like. It might even be 5 levels. I didn't get that good of a look.
Yeah, I didn't get a very good look at the world myself, so we'll have to see.
Okay, yep, 4 levels in a fort before they get a pipe check.
Oh,
and
hello!
Is 7-5, so... For the new people, when you see a boss bass or a cheat, you want to kill it right away and spawn it on the top if you're able to. That way it doesn't cause all these problems down here like that. He's probably going to use a tail. Should help. I might even check that anchor. If that's a cloud, you're in business.
I mean, you can tail whack boss pass, but you're in risk of a double KO.
Yeah, I'd use a tail simply for the fact that it can...
Vix waited for him to respawn before going down.
Yep, so now he doesn't have to deal with that trash in the bottom. I was saying, I'd use a tail just for the end. It saves quite a bit of time being able to fly over that last gap. You can break this block here as well and not have to go down. So we'll see what Animus does. He might be able to save a little bit of time here on Vix. Nice stage by Animus, by the way, bouncing off those cheeps.
And like that, he's sort of caught up to Vix.
Yep, we'll see if Vix clips here. I'm not sure if he... Okay, looks like he does know this clip.
Yeah, he does.
There is a newer clip that Leslie just busted out of nowhere where when you come out of that pipe...
I still can't believe that's possible.
Yeah. So Animus... Not... Okay, there we go. Gonna go for clips.
WF2, hello, my friend.
Yeah, pretty gross world so far. We need to get Animus to race Jade and have a meme off. Good power up for 7F2 at least. Vix opting to play with the randomized music, which I've said only psychopaths play with the randomized music, as I can't do it. It throws me off.
Neither can I. Neither can I. Alright, here's Boom Boom. Like last season, his health has been randomized for each and every fort that he's in.
Of course, he's 5 hits in the fort that you really don't want him to be 5 hits in.
now it's Animus's turn to clip.
A little too late there. This is another World 3 level. In World 3, Animus gets the clip. Probably saved a little bit of time there. I think it took Vix a few more tries, but he's still got 7 of 2 to deal with.
Alright, so I missed what that, okay, that lock is still there. That means that Winnie's is probably open.
Yep, definitely open now because of it's only a 2-forwarder. Vix with the right power-up going into 7F1. Very nice. Required fort too. Typically the World 7 forts, they used to pair almost exclusively. Now they split up fairly a decent amount, but this time the rule rang true.
I mean, it's still possible, it's just less common than it used to be.
Right.
Alright, see the World 2 airship, and with Ludwig.
Oops, gotta be careful. Okay. Oof. He bumped into that slightly raised platform that can cause some issues when he doesn't get up to the top. It can stun lock you, and that's... do not want to be in that position. Didn't see the item.
Alright, a blue and a brown fort.
Yep, with this setup, we can be almost certain that the brown fort is going to build the bridge, so...
well, unless there's a fort upstairs.
Right. Regardless, he's got to play this this first fort anyways.
Yeah, you play it anyway.
Yeah, it's not going to be too hard to figure out what to do for this world. Sometimes World 5 can be tricky because it's a map below and a map up top. Animus, unfortunately, using the anchor.
Oh,
it is a hammer suit.
Well, that's information that Vix doesn't have.
Yeah. Nice Paragoomba. I haven't seen Animus play Mario 3 Rando in a while. He might not be aware of some of the new quality of life changes, like the...
I don't think he is.
Yeah, the leaf that can be at the end of the level. He's just going to take the guaranteed Tanuki, so it's not going to lose too much time doing that, but he is going to lose a little. A lot of tough boom booms so far. I think that was another 5-hitter.
Yeah, wow.
Well, now Vix knows that the anchor is a hammer suit as well.
Well, at least he's has not a tail for this.
Yeah. If he can maintain it for a while, it will save a pretty good chunk of time if he kills Boom Booms and Koopa Kids with it, because you can kill the Koopa Kids with the hammer suit now. We might have a Force Twisty. Let's see where this pipe goes.
Yeah, Force Twisty.
Interesting that Vix is skipping bros, it looks like. So if Animus chooses to play him and it's hammers, that can catch him back up, but he's got about a 4-stage disadvantage at the moment.
I didn't know you could despawn that Thwomp.
Yeah, I'm not sure what caused it. I've seen it a few times.
It must have been those hammer throws, because what else could it have been?
Yeah. Nice Paragoomba. There's a reason why they're S-tier enemies.
Uh-huh. Aww.
And there it goes.
Well, it had to happen eventually.
When there's a power-up in the middle, there's always one in the upper right. Whether or not it's useful, because it can be a 1-up or a star, but we're not going to know. And we get a hand level.
Oh my. Okay. Okay.
So this item is going to be the same for all 3 hand stages, and it's a cute suit. Vix has another anchor, so also to note, he played the bro in the top portion, and it had a hammer, so he's not going to get punished for skipping bros at the moment. Moving very nicely through the quicksand stage.
Alright. It's Animus' turn to get the clip now.
Yep, Vix got it on the 2nd or 3rd. He got it pretty quickly, so...
3rd or 4th.
Yeah, all the attempts now. Well, there you go. Alright, not too bad.
Still single-digit attempts.
Yep, take that every time.
And got the power-up for this.
Yep.
But, oh.
Must not know the flyover strat. That's okay. He's going to save a little bit of time damage boosting there, but you save the most time flying over from the start. Saves about anywhere from 5 to 7 seconds, depending on how fast you do it.
Well, thankfully that Lemmy was a one-hitter, but Lemmy in his vanilla arena is actually kinda difficult to land fireballs because he's not on the ground directly.
Yep. Another meme rule of mine for Lemmy is if you have fire, he's always 1 hit, and if you don't, he's usually 4 or 5, so rings true. And we got the regular tank stage here. This will also have an item at the end.
That said, this stage is a lot longer than most stages in this game, and you don't want to get taken out by the bro at the end. You do not.
Yeah, the sledge bro is what I don't want to see at the end, usually. Okay, well, plenty of hammer suits to go around this seed, apparently. Alright, and in the World 2 layout, you can see in the beginning there was an inserted level there. It's not going to affect the routing at all, but you can see it there at least. And
yep, there are 9 in total that can exist, but there are at least like 31 places where an extra panel can be.
Yep. I don't think we're going to see a hammer usage here. It's only going to save 1 stage.
I would not hammer here.
Yeah, they got a fork in the road, so if one of the levels is bad, they can just go the other way. Animus getting torched by the horrible left-skewed hitbox of the sun there.
Alright, pick your poison. This one's alright.
Oh, okay.
Got the jump on that boss bass. And
Yeah, it's probably gonna... Oh my gosh. Playing with fire.
Right.
So, go in the door, it'll despawn the boss bass. If you go in and out, it will despawn it as well. I saw fire briefly on the other side, so good move coming back to this enemy set.
Yeah, especially since the spawn point for the boss bass is you're past it. So unless you decide to go backwards, boss bass is not gonna pound you again. Oh!
Okay, 5-9. What's happening?
What is up, 5-9?
Seen 2 levels so far that we really don't want to see in 7-5 and 5-9, and we're not even halfway through.
Well, we're close to halfway through. But I believe Vix did not go for the Secret Bro.
Nope, he hasn't had the opportunity yet because he took the lower path. So he will. We'll
there was a cloud. So there's a cloud anywhere.
Yeah. Neither of the runners have one yet. I don't mind 5-9 as a stage if I know that me and my opponent have to play it. It's a pretty good stage, honestly.
Yeah, pretty much. It's actually shorter than than a good portion of the actual auto scroll stages in the game. It's like 43 seconds from start to the pipe exit.
Yep, Vix, he's just going. He's skipping all the bros, which when hammers break locks, especially in 8, that can be pretty risky, but I mean, if there's nowhere to use hammers, he's got one, so, I mean, like I said, he's not punished yet. I wouldn't do that, Animus. Good job.
Okay. Iceland next.
Nice bro hitbox.
Also, I'd like to mention that we just had the 2 worlds that were single forters, so it is only the triple forter and other double forters from this point on.
Alright, where does Vix Rider stand? Team save Bob? No.
No, he kicked him. Jerk.
To each their own. That's all I'm gonna say.
Aww.
He was able to...
Almost out of that unscathed.
Yeah. Okay, alright.
6-1. And that's not much to say about 6-1. It does have chain stars if you enter with. Ooh, oh wow, what a dodge!
Yeah, nice duck jump. He is not going to despawn Boss Bass just yet. I would want.
No! Oh no! He doesn't know about the hammer priority, and this is the triple forter.
Yep. North, south, west, east, up, down, left, right is the hammer priority. I would like to assume that lock is going to be broken by 1 fort, but it doesn't have to, so if I'm playing 1 fort, I probably still wouldn't go for the item, but it looks like he's just not going to play it altogether. There are several forking paths in World 6, And if it's the 3-forter, well, if this loops, then that wouldn't have been a very good hammer anyways. Well,
Oh. And there's another lock right there.
Yep.
So I guess that means the first 4 they played is, the answer. The other 2 are just duds.
He played a fort already. I didn't realize.
Yeah,
that.
it was right to start.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So yeah, unfortunately that hammer use was a waste.
Here's another quality of life flag that we see. There used to be no power-ups in the beta stages, and Cobra added them. And in this stage in particular, that is a very good thing, because since the enemy layout is now random in this, it can be pretty terrible. It's probably one of, if not the worst beta stages these days, I'd say.
Yeah, because of this change, if there was a tier list for stages for randomizer, it jumped at least 2 or 3 tiers from that change alone.
Yep, it used to be the same enemy set. They were just buzzy beetles and pretty non-threatening. And now, as you can see, there's a whole lot of threatening things in there to dodge, especially at the end. It's a pretty harrowing choke point. Attaboy, Animus, saving Bob.
There's Ziggy.
Yep, good job by Animus to challenge him immediately, because he does like to do a quick hop like that, and if he's heavy, you know, he can stun you, and there's not a whole lot you can do about it. So good job on him to do that. We didn't see this level on Vix's side.
Yeah, I think he went the other way.
This might be a vanilla location for this.
And more hammer suits. Because why not?
Yep. Really easy
yeah,
World 1 layout.
Clear shot on where to go.
Nope,
And, Animus did the same thing!
We should probably tell him in between races.
We're gonna have to.
Yeah, make more informed decisions. Okay, so Vix officially, unless Animus finds another hammer in this world, Vix still not punished for skipping the bros.
Oh!
Nice pause strat. I've never seen that before.
Wow.
So if I don't have the tail, I usually don't go that way, unless I'm really desperate for a power-up. I still miss that platform sometimes.
And, passing up the treasure ship.
Yeah, okay, so we're not going to have any, item advantages through World 1, since they're both going to play this bro at the end, I would assume. And Animus, yeah, he probably didn't realize that power-ups have been added to the beta stage, because he just blew right by it. Star's really nice in that spot. Oh, okay.
Oh dear. Okay.
At least he despawned the plants at the end. Another 5-hit Boom Boom.
Some very meaty Boom Booms to this seed.
Yep. Alright, what does this bro have? There's another quality of life change that you might not realize. The Desert Bro Arena has been changed to those block patterns, because before, if you get Hammer Brothers, they can jump into the platform, which is pretty unfair since there's nothing you can do to hit them, and they're just chucking hammers at you.
Literally nothing you can do. You cannot reach them. No fireball. The only thing that can get them is a hammer suit.
Yep.
Which, if you have a hammer suit on while you're fighting this thing, still watch out.
Yep. Alright, just about a world difference. World 1 is not super long. Animus about 2 forts, level, and a bro fight, and an airship behind. So we'll just call that 4 levels at this point.
Alright, so all that's left is Giant Land with the World 4 airship against Larry.
Yep, still no hammers for World 8 for either runner. It's definitely advantageous to have a hammer going into World 8 now that locks can be on the final screen. You can skip the entire world at times.
And we've seen it happen plenty of times this tournament, this week alone.
Yeah. Yeah, keep that fire suit. As many heavy boom booms as we fought, if they're 5 hits, a fire kill probably saves like 7 seconds, if not more.
And then that's a useless pipe, because we have to get past this stage anyway. Oh, that's a door 3 clip attempt from Animus.
Oh, props for trying.
Five one. Don't bother with the item, especially not this far, not this deep in the stage.
Yep. It would save time if you blind P-Wing into it, but at this point, it's definitely not worth it to go for it. I would say. Stewie might disagree.
I mean, if you're that hard up for items like cameras or clouds, then that would be palatable.
Mm-hmm. Vanilla Coin Ship Boomerang Bros. Those have been changed as well. They can be Fire Bros or Sledge Bros. I don't think I've seen Hammer Brothers in there, though. Probably deemed a little unfair just because of how they behave, and they might just jump off the arena too, so I'm guessing that's why they're not in there. Or I've never seen them, at least. Pretty short World 4. Vix using the box as well, so unless Toadstool gives him a hammer, he is going to be hammerless going into World 8. Might have to do it the long way. One hit Larry.
Alright, so how many obstacles?
Well,
I think 1 bridge, 1 lock.
let's see, 2 bridges. The 4 bridge, still possible, but even more unlikely at this point.
Okay. Alright, so we have a gatekeeper here.
What icon was it? I missed it.
The Air Force icon.
Okay. So you can tell what the fake tank is if you go into an icon that you're forced to play, so the Navy, the Air Force, or
the
one
other
of
tank.
the tanks. Yep, if the tank on the screen disappears immediately when you go into it, you know that that is the fake tank. But going into a level panel or the pipes will not give you that answer, even if it happens to disappear. Sometimes it does happen, but it's not giving you that information necessarily.
Okay. And, huh. Okay, Seed, whatever you say.
So Vic's just jumping into to forts at this point. Super tanks, one of the shortest forts you can get. It's pretty easy as well. That'll be two down.
There is another pipe you could check, but it is blocked off by a stage panel. We'll see if going for that stage panel is what he needs to do. But first, some other pipe check.
Yep, nothing broke on screen. We saw a lock. There's the other lock, so the valley is open at this point. We just need to get there.
Okay.
Suspicious lock on the handbridge is suspicious. We can see the fake tank, potentially that what we just talked about in action here.
And we got play that tank.
Yeah.
The only thing you can play right now.
Icons. Okay.
Okay, this is the real one.
Yep, you could see the one at the top disappear as soon as he entered. Didn't matter because he was going to have to go this way anyways, but you could see what we were sort of talking about. So at this point, this is either going to break the lock in the upper right of the dark, and there's a pipe there that either goes to the end or the elbow, and then vice versa for the pipe that you see on the hand bridge. So all four might be required, depending on what this does.
Oh no, Animus, you don't need to do this for it. You have a path to the... Oh.
Right. End or elbow, right now. The end.
It's a straight shot to Bowser.
Yep. He's only got 3 hammer suits. 2 plus the anchor.
Got the Everman's clip. Now then, can he get this clip here?
Little short.
Just one try.
Yeah, not gonna bother. The hammers will hit the fireballs in the hallway. They are kind of hard to hit. They can still be in pretty awkward locations. So far, so good. No laser. Dodges. Very nice.
Alright, and here's Bowser.
Yep.
That's Bowser.
Yeah, Bowser's hitbox was fixed, but he's still very vulnerable to hammers to the face, as we all would be.
So Vix Rider is going to take this game 1, get your G's out for him, as he clocks in at 36:24.
Yep, GG's to Vix. I believe Animus grabbed the wand for World 7 before Vix finished, so he will get... we'll have to recheck it, but I'm almost positive, but he will get credit for tie-breaking purposes for being in World 8.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
So, for our purposes, the moment you grab the wand means you're in the next world already.
Yep. Alright, this World 8 isn't the shortest, so... Let's see if we can get this moved along here.
Alright, we didn't actually see what the Navy icon broke, did we?
No. So that means I think there had to have been a lock on the...
On the valley, yeah. Okay.
Trying to get Animus into the next race, since it doesn't matter if you finish at this point.
Well, I'm curious as to what. No, go in the. Oh. I want to know what's on that on the valley. If there's a lock there or not.
Well, it's a pretty nice dodge. It's pretty
wow.
short fort at least.
Yeah, that kind of thing rarely works out, but it feels great when it does.
Yeah, I do some trickery to get around that damageless. You have to stall a little bit and then do a kind of precise duck jump, but it's pretty consistent, but you have to stall. But that was a nice nice dodge.
No, not that pipe, the other one! Well, maybe this pipe will take us there too.
Alright, we should know now.
Yeah, to the left. To the left, thank you. Boat is required!
Yep. And this should help. This should take him to the upper right.
This should just get us there.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, wait, no, that's the... Oh,
right.
That's the elbow. So I guess that means the other lock that was in the top right corner of the dark room is a dead end with a stage panel.
Yeah.
I don't know what else it could have been.
Alright, Animus, come on, let's go.
Get that boat. There we go. Alright, so Animus has got this in hand. Well, if we were for him to finish this up, we're gonna get things ready on the side and get their next game rolled up. It shouldn't be long now.
Yep, so enjoy the end of this seed, and we will be back shortly.
I mean, we'll still be here to say words and congratulate him, but it's just on the side. We're just gonna. Danny, you can go ahead and roll this next one.
Alrighty.
Couldn't quite get the clip. Now, his turn to traverse the, be cautious now, Animus. Oh! That final fireball. So unfortunately, Okay, Animus knows that the hitbox is fixed, at least.
Yeah. All right, so get your GGs in chat for Animus Uniteds.
And that is a completion time of 43:33. And the next room has been opened up, the seed has been rolled, and it should not take us long to get this next game running. So stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back.
Yep, see you in a few.
Alright, we're back, folks. So game 2 coming right up. And we're just gonna dive right in and set these runners off.
Yep, same flags throughout the Swiss. Pretty, I mean, Vix won by a pretty large margin, but Animus kind of got behind a little bit on the routing. I'll be honest, I don't love the skipping of the bros on Vix Riders' side. When hammers break locks, it's just they're pretty huge to find. I wasn't punished in game 1. Let's see what he decides to do in game 2. You typically see that strategy more in brackets because brackets hammers will not break locks, so they're only useful in 3 worlds, basically.
I mean, I can understand not going out of your way to get them.
Yeah.
But if they're right next to you, you might as well.
Yep.
But yeah, what's the starting world this time, folks?
7. World 7 again.
Give us a grassland. Vanilla World Order. Let's go.
All right. BWO versus RWO. I'm happy with either. 6 would be nice. 3 as well. 3 allows for some decisions to be made sometimes. And we got the
5,
countdown.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
Ah, okay. All right.
2 choices. Gonna choose the less map movements, and they're gonna follow each other's footsteps. Okay. Animus scrolling past the plant, checking the pipe first. He sees that that is not where he wants to be. He's going to be forced to play this now. See what item he gets. Vic skipped this as well.
Okay. So, as far as we know, this is a double forter. It is possible for a third fort to be in the Promised Land still.
Yep. Vanilla P-Wing. From the plants, I like the routing on Vix's side. Playing the fort with pipe checks after it. The problem is they loop. He's going to be forced.
Of course, he did.
Yeah, he's going to be forced. I mean, that's what we were talking about in the first seed. He's going to be forced into the plant stage and get his P-Wing as well. He's going to take a small lead over Animus. Actually, it's going to be pretty even because he's going to see that this pipe goes nowhere as well.
I'm thinking that fort in the bottom left is gonna be required because I have a feeling that a bridge is out.
Yeah.
Oh, nope. Never mind. I'm
Animus,
wrong.
Gets there first, so basically has his first lead of the match. Both seeds so far.
Of the series, yeah.
That Paragoomba there is terrible because when you make a big jump here like that, if you're not ready for it, it will bump you right into the pit.
Swift Tiger Uppercut. Six. 4? No, 6-3. 6-4 is something else.
I'm terrible at the beginning. 6-2 and 6-3. I can never tell them apart. And throw this one in there too.
It's 6-3 and 4 for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got a bit of a sync going on. Ah.
And
Vanilla Prize again.
Yeah, vanilla power-ups in World 7. Interesting.
How often does that happen? To have both prizes be vanilla.
Yep, we get to see a small time save that Animus gets by flying over the mast and not going for the power-up.
Get in the butt. There we go.
Yep, and then
okay, this is what I mean by Lemmy being on the ground. If he had fire, this would be a cinch.
Yeah. What do you know? He doesn't have fire, and now he's 4 or 5 hits, like I said.
Freaking typical.
Yeah. Alright, World 6. Come on, let's make it interesting. Let's make the RWO potentially a thing. Give us something to be excited about. Nope.
Ah.
This
And
is the same. This is the same world order so far as the last seed. I'm pretty sure
it
they had
is.
7, and then
Then
3.
water.
And this level was also very early in the last seed in World 3.
Yeah, it's uncanny. Alright. Fix Fighter sneaking back into the lead by a hair.
And now a hair and 3 to 5 seconds from the fanfare.
3-7! And World 2 is definitely early enough that getting an item here is, which I think he might be doing.
Yep.
Yes.
Plus the enemy set is gross, so...
Ew, especially those Pipatuis,
Man, look at all those nippers. This will definitely... this ends the stage once you get the item, so... Animus is not going to get it, though, and...
probably didn't have the patience to try to suss where the location of the pink note block. It is possible to get it off screen and jump on top of it to go to the coin heaven.
Yeah, he definitely saved time over going for it, and he's out of frog suit, so not really that consequential.
What was the item? I missed it.
Frog suit.
Ah.
Yeah, this is one of the other aforementioned World 6 stages that I have no idea which one it is.
Well, that was 6-7 that Animus just completed.
Okay.
Alright, some more bros.
Okay, we got a pipe check, and oh my. This is awful.
Well, that's unfortunate, because I'll look at it again. Is that the same distance? Yeah, that's the same distance. Doesn't matter what path you take.
Yeah, so depending on what the levels are, he could play the fort and go around. Forts are typically longer, but I mean, if it's a gross stage, it might be worth it. Well,
oh no, yeah. Animus!
Yeah,
he panicked and hung.
Another item opportunity in 1-3 here.
And it's still the second world, and not this time. We're moving on.
Oh man, Animus is having trouble with this fire enemies.
Oh,
okay, this is real bad.
Oh, this is.
Oh, I thought he was gonna get around it.
Oh, that would have been so hype if he actually had gotten around it. Seemed like he almost had it too.
Yeah. That blooper there at the end of 2-2 here is awful.
Okay.
Yeah, Torstal, I know what I'm talking about. Come on now. Alright, big enemy set. That's another.
Just leave it here.
Yeah, another little tidbit. Some of the newer players might not know. Boss Bass cannot spawn with the big enemy set. So he knows that he's got nothing to worry about as soon as he sees it. Typically a pretty friendly enemy set as well, so no problem. Animus is going to go for the item in 1-3. Definitely wants to see it.
What did Vix put on? Star.
Rude.
Frank.
Alright, Animus is going to play the fort, which not super long, but don't think he's going to really save time over the level.
Well, I forget what stage it was that was in the middle of that.
It was 2-2.
Oh, so it's roughly the same distance.
Yeah. Especially because Vix didn't play through 2-2, like, super clean, so, yeah, Animus is gonna go around it. So yeah, probably evened out. Oh.
Third base, third base. Anchor from Peach, and that's a Desert Land next.
Yep, with a required fort, since that lock is in the way and they don't have hammers at the moment. And 2F in Desert. Nice. A whole lot of, since 7 was the first world, not a whole lot of opportunity so far for diverging paths, especially with this World 2 setup, so as long as Animus plays cleanly, he should be able to stay within a pretty good distance of Vix Rider.
5-3 beta, and
yep.
that wooden block down there, that has a power-up now.
Yep. Another, if the 1.5 beta is the worst beta, this is probably a close second. Atlantis is not great, but that's usually just because it's long. I don't really mind Atlantis, typically, if it's not a bunch of bloopers, if I know my opponent has to play it as well. At least there's 2 power-ups in Atlantis.
I'd still argue that Atlantis is worse, if only because the bros at the end can be randomized now.
Oh yeah, that's right. Can be pretty terrible. Hammer would have been pretty good here, but instead we have to play through this world the long way, and another gross level, 8-1. I'd rather play Atlantis over 8-1. I hate 8-1.
And gotta be careful now. As you can see with the randomized cannons, missile bills are they're no longer exclusive to 4-5.
Yeah. Facing down the firing squad there. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that fort is 1 fort, based on where the lock location is, but there's a lot of unneeded locks where you would think it would be 1F, and it's not these days, but he is going to go this way, and as we see...
F2.
Play the level over this. This is a long fort.
I mean, if I went in with a leaf, I'd play this.
Yeah, either way I wouldn't die over, you know, playing it, but I would have just taken the level to begin with. But this'll work.
It's a judgment call, really.
Yep. Animus in this small, that is not where you want to be. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. The quick plant. Check that anchor.
That was the star, I think. That wasn't the anchor.
Gonna have to watch out for the nipper. Okay.
Watch out!
All right.
There's a Kaizo block in there. There it is.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Right.
All right.
Give me a heart attack over here.
Okay, we're good.
Nice moves. Yeah, he did that whole level small, so good job, Animus.
It's not easy to do. Not in the least.
Nope.
Not even vanilla. Bye, Wendy.
Yeah, easy fire kill from that location as long as she doesn't decide to just charge toward you.
Climb up the stairs.
Yeah.
She can do that. Alright, so grass, giant, sky, and ice left.
Yeah, this level is way shorter than that fort. Big enemy set as well, so no boss path.
Yeah. Do not get the item here.
Yeah. Whew.
Not that he could anyway, but still, don't get the item.
Nice P speed through 1F. Yeah, Stewie 8-1. It's terrible in vanilla or rando.
I mean, seconded. Stewie.
Vix has at least 2 anchors, and we still don't know what they are.
We might see him pop one later on, just to see if it's a cloud.
Yeah, you typically want to use it when it has the potential to be a cloud, because there's nothing worse than using the anchor at the castle or at the airship and it being a cloud. It's just completely wasted at that point. Another big enemy set.
They're in the appropriate level for it.
Right. Nice snipe. Ooh, she's heavy.
And a boat.
Yep, they're both going to be forced into playing this.
Alright, can he get the double... Oh, not... Alright, whatever. I was going to say double rangless, but then I remembered that,
Technically rangless, but not fireball-less.
Alright, vanilla airship. But Larry's already been defeated, so... It's Roy! It's heavy. I think that was a 3-hitter.
Yep, I think so too. Animus having a little bit of trouble in the scrolling section. He's gonna lose a cycle here. Just get through it, that's fine. Vix still seems like he's skipping the bros that are out of his way, so if Animus decides to play him, he can get an item advantage.
Dolphin F2! Rock suit! That's the anchor.
Okay. So, anchors are worthless for me at this point. Can't stand the frog suit.
We played 3-1. 3-5 still out there. 7-4 still out there.
Yep. Submarine fort. You can bounce in and out of the water on the iceberg beta stage. It can be helpful there, but I basically, unless I'm blind clouding into a water stage with the frog suit, I don't really use it or like it. Alright, 3 pipes up front. Is there a 4th? Are we doing this the long way? Nope.
Oh.
Unless a bridge is out. Okay.
This is a triple forter.
Yeah, this is not great because
Oh, Animus got fireballed in the treasure ship. That's okay. Because just fight bros.
this fort can be the answer. If it's not, he's going to have to. Well, it'll break that lock, so I'll have access to the other fort as well. I don't remember what the start of the world was, but you're probably playing the same amount either way. And he doesn't...
Oh, Roy was a 4-hitter.
Oh, so good fire kill then.
Anyway, 4 knocks.
Does Vix have a tail in his inventory?
Yes.
Yep. Alright, so that was the right fort, so it's a good route. Not the stage you want the frog suit on, I can tell you that right now.
Mm-hmm. That silly anchor. Yep, goodbye.
Nice job by Vix to make it through that stage with the frog suit. It's not easy.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Animus is going to save a little bit of time by taking this pipe first. He's going to see the lock and...
No hammers.
make the same play,
No.
so...
Not that he's gonna need it if he plays that Fort Knox.
Yep, he does not... keeps blowing right past that power-up.
Alright, the World 7 airship now.
The Babam kills the plants. Interesting, I did not know that.
Yeah, it kills most of anything that's not fireproof, from my understanding of Bob-omb explosions. It's Ludwig!
Animus was about to get cornered by a Paragoomba there in that choke point, and it evaporated off the screen, which is nice. Oh boy. This is a tough jump to make when you're Frog.
Yeah, because of the velocity of your jump.
Oh, okay.
Alright, you're good.
Alright, we got what? Worlds 4 and 5 left?
Yup.
Alright, we saw the triple forter.
That
So we know that lock right there is going to be broken by that fort, and the pipe after it is going to take him to the sky, because it has to.
Yeah, it's wide open. We just have to hope that that the pipe takes us right there.
Yep.
5-2. Which I think was the blue fort in vanilla.
Yep. The just keep moving fort.
That's why.
Yep. Good thing you got that power up.
Oh, Amos is going for the clip.
Yeah, he's taking the other route. If he just plays the level, I'm pretty sure this was shorter than whatever was on the other side.
Is he doing it correctly?
Yeah, he's not hitting the spot that he needs to hit.
And yeah, just move on. And there's a time and a place for memeing.
Alright, got a little hung up, so he's gonna have to get this third star here. 4F1 is the other fort.
And up. Not quite in time to get up there. But he will save a hit.
That power-up is kind of hard to get from the right side, because it forces you to the right when you clip into small areas like that. So you have to, like, let go. I've been denied from that power-up, like, 10 jumps in a row before when approaching it from the right. Pair of stars in this level for Vix Rider. It's gonna let him get through it really without any threat.
And the last stage before this is 7-6. How many times? Second try, okay.
All right. I was just about to say he's got a P-Wing, but doesn't need it.
And, okay. Well, that will still get him over the mast.
Yep. World 4 is going to finish it out for us, and still no hammer from either runner, and we're going to see Animus going for his patented secret exit here.
Ah, yes, this one.
Yep. This is definitely not worth it, and definitely is not saving any time, but it's going to look cool when he gets it. All right.
Well, we got it. And there's a hammer from Peach.
Yep. So, pretty rare that a hammer is useful in World 4, and it's definitely not now.
Atlantis!
No clouds. 4 and 5, the worlds are worlds that exclusively have bridges out 100% of the time. So 5, a hammer can be pretty useful at times, but 4, it's pretty rare for it to be useful.
So what Vix just did there is, you might have thought he had trouble getting over that Electro. That's because, there's actually a ceiling off screen. If getting closer to the Electro, I mean, there's no more ceiling to get in your way.
And that Paragoomba, when it flies up through the ice into the bottom of Mario, there's a chance that it will cause you damage even though you're right on top of it, and I know this firsthand because I died twice in Atlantis in my race, and that was partly to blame, so fun fact.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so Atlantis is done.
Got a hammer, he'd probably box, yeah. I don't mind this decision here. It's not guaranteed that a hammer is going to be useful in World 8, and oftentimes you don't need more than one. You know, sometimes you want to, but... Alright, Vix redeeming himself, saving Bob the second time. I knew there was a good guy in there somewhere. Ooh.
And that was not the answer, so gotta go back. Back to the past, Samurai Jack.
Not a hard stage, thankfully for Vix. What forts haven't we seen? Air Force, Super Tank.
3-2, I think.
Yep, 3-2.
Gatekeeper.
Yep.
6F3.
Mm-hmm.
I might have missed a fort or two in my checking of the thing.
Alright, 5F1. This star makes this fort free and pretty fun to P-speed through if you're not used to doing it.
Yeah, this segment at least. This didn't go too long to get the star kill on Boom Boom, but first try mac and cheese clip 7-6 clip from Animus.
Yeah, pretty good clips from both runners in both races, which you love to see it. You never want to see a match decided by clips, so good job for both of them. It's gonna have to play the bros now, though.
Yeah, was that his only music box?
I believe so.
Well, that just nullifies the other one. Although I guess the fireball does the same thing. And voiced. Alright, Sade.
Channeling my inner Tozzle with these rolls. Interesting to note that both seeds we have not seen a single cloud.
You're right. I don't think there's been a single cloud this entire night. Well, over here at least.
Bouncy boy, nice fire kill.
Okay. How many obstacles this time around?
Yep, Vic's pretty well in the driver's seat. He's about a world ahead, and that world includes Atlantis and several levels. He's got a hammer. He's going to really need World 8 to be quite trolling to get lost to...
Well, there's 2 forts right out the gate, and, yeah. I just thought of something. It doesn't matter if you had clouds, because, since Atlantis is right where it is, and, that the fort they're heading to is past Atlantis, and they have to go back to play the other one, they would have had to play Atlantis anyway.
Yep. Oh, this Paragoomba is so bad. Yep. Oh, shoot. Alright, gotta be careful here at the end.
And was that a first one
terrible
cycle?
Enemy.
Oh dear. Okay.
What did you say?
Watch out, there's a sledge bro here.
Yep, this is what we're talking about. This is not what you want to see here.
Nice. Okay. Okay.
Good job. Way to be patient.
God almighty.
Dying there after all that is a tragedy.
This is what I meant. This is what I said earlier about the Atlantis doing that. Also, ouch, Hotfoot.
Vix choosing to play the fort over exploring with the hammer. I can see arguments for both. You don't have to come back to the screen now. If a bridge is out and that's one of the answers, you don't have to come back, and you still have the hammer. So not a bad play to just get them both out of the way.
Yeah, Animus is gonna find out the hard way that this fort is a dud.
Yeah, at least it's a short one. Well, not anymore.
Okay, there was only one pipe leading out, so yeah, just do the 2 forts. You don't have to come back here.
Oh
and
my!
There's the other 2 forts, which means that the valley's
One
open.
chance.
You can find it.
Okay, that's
well,
really good. That was a pipe.
Well, Tech got him around it.
Yeah.
And there's the false tank.
The only way this hurts him is if the progression is in the upper left of the dark.
And gulp by Boss Bass.
But the valley's open, so he's still in a pretty good position.
Okay. Almost threaded the needle there.
Alright, what do we got after this?
Well, I think it's gonna be the... Yeah, I think that's next. 6F3.
If nothing breaks here, then we know that the Navy broke the lock that he broke with the hammer. So he's basically got two chances for progression here. The upper left after this, which could just be a level, or the it could just be the level, or it's in the upper left of the dark.
Yeah. Right now, at this point in time, this is Vix's race to lose.
Yeah. There's not really anything Animus can do to gain a bunch of time in World 8. It's pretty... Unless he just goes in the upper left of that T-junction, and that's the answer. What do we got? Yep, there you go. See? It's a level.
Well,
so it is, in fact, the upper left. So Animus still has, at least one fort to play before he can try to make that gamble, but he's not out of it yet.
There's 3-5. And a Froxy would be great here.
Yep. Or a P-Wing.
P-Wing probably better, since that means you're not in danger at all at any point.
Ooh. Going the bottom route. Nice moves. Alright. So the pipe here, does it go to the hand bridge or to the end? Okay. Those pipes in the middle could loop. So
that's precious.
Potentially 3 more levels that need to be played.
Let's see what Animus does. Does he? He might just play this fort just so he never has to go back to the start. But if he ducks in that pipe and goes to the... Oh, okay.
3-9, this is another level I don't particularly care for, mostly because of
it is pretty long.
yeah, and this water section at the end. Sometimes there can be a blooper right underneath the pipe, and there's like nothing you can do to avoid it. Just a pair of baby cheats, though.
Like your hope is the hope that the ice block you take with you lasts long enough to take out the blooper.
Yeah.
Okay, what have we here? Okay.
Alright, so this is absolutely going to take him to the end, this pipe.
It cannot be anywhere else, which means that the other pipe to the elbow is also on the valley.
Yep.
There we go.
And Animus gonna fall into the same trap. Well, here's the hand, or the... Yeah, never mind. 5-3. Another gross level. We'll see if this level panel makes Animus turn around, and... Nope, he's just gonna keep going.
Now I'm curious. Were those the two locks that the first two forts had? Were they on Handbridge or Valley?
Right. One of them was probably required in some way.
Oh dear. Okay.
Do not want to die at the end of 5-3. It's a long stage. Okay. Long seed.
Indeed. But we have reached the end. At least for Vix, anyway. And you know the drill. Get to the end of Bowser, hammers to the face.
Yep. Free clip here. I think he only went for this other clip one time. Yeah. Not even close, but... The hallway is, pretty decently faster than the clip. It's just much more treacherous, and the clip is a guaranteed, no damage.
Alright, and that is it for Bowser here. So Vixro will be moving on to the 2-0 record. It'll be up there with people such as Danny P. Speed, Madiga DP, Human Mustard, Johnny Link, and among other fine players of this randomizer that we have here in this community.
Yep. Despite it being the 2-0 group, I would say the 1-1 group is more dangerous.
Considering the lesser number of people in there,
yeah,
and thus the higher possibility of you getting paired up with someone who will blast you.
Yeah, in that group we got Teeks, Stewie, John, and Yoku, who are 4 pretty strong runners.
Yep. John Bet in particular is my dark horse for this year.
Alright.
Alright, so, we're gonna see if we can get Vix Rider in here for an interview while Animus wraps this up.
Yeah, pretty gross World 8. It's quite long. It's a lot of forced levels that you had to play, and they, like I said, they didn't find any clouds in either of the seeds.
And I just popped over to the other race, and looks like they're finished as well.
Oh, nice. Nice.
We are joined by Vix Rider, GG.
Yo, GG's.
So,
one hammer in each seed and no clouds. How do you feel about that?
I was really hoping one of those anchors was going to be a cloud super late in Seed 2, but I don't know. I didn't find anything like particularly jarring cloud-wise. Yeah, we saw Alcatraz. Yeah, we saw 5-9, but those honestly were fairly tame tonight comparatively. So
Yeah,
I don't know. Clouds would have been nice. Yeah, Atlantis wasn't too bad.
Yeah, there was no way to.
Atlantis, yeah, there was no way around it.
Even if you had a cloud, so
Yeah.
But yeah, not too bad of seeds. The second one was kind of long. That World 8, like you're just forced into so many different things, and
yeah, I was banking on a pipe being in the top left,
yeah.
which is why I went into 4-4 because I anticipated a pipe being there, and by the time I saw it was a level, I was already hitting the A button. So I'm like, well, I guess we're going back.
I've done that several times. Animus took that same route. He hammered the other lock and just went to the left. And he played through all that junk as well, only to find that it was level at the end.
Yeah, that was super frustrating because you could see the airship on the right-hand side. So I'm like, well, there might be a level up on top, and there's all kinds of space on the left. Let's attack the left and see what we can find. And it was nothing.
Yep, so. Randomizer knows. Classic.
Every time.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, it's like every time you play the odds, it's like I got 3 opportunities over there as opposed to 1. And of course, it's the opposite.
It's the 1, yeah.
But 2-0, GG's. You join the 2-0 group, which we were saying is probably the better group to be in than, 1-1, just because there's less people in there and there's some pretty heavy hitters. The 2-0 gives you a chance at a little better pairing, but how'd you feel overall when you were running through the seeds? You think you
played the first seed I actually thought I played probably the best I've played in a long time, in all honesty, in the first one. The second one, I felt pretty good until about the very end, and then the panic started setting in about World 7. So that was a nice clip.
That's the DLP clip, I think.
Yeah, my classic. Before I knew how to clip, that's what I used to do. And on emulator, it was pretty hard to do. And now I can't do it.
Oh no!
No, I've been talking about that for a while about how taking a hit from we have hammers out there that disappears the hammers. Now you got to see it in action. But that's fine. I think Animus has got this.
Yeah. As long as it's not a tricky angle here, it should be fine.
Oh,
okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, that was close. I have it up too.
I don't know how he didn't take damage there, but
yeah, it's like I thought the hitboxes were fixed. What's going on?
Apparently,
just barely missed.
Yeah, it's still just a little bit inside, apparently.
I guess Bowser has thwomp technology.
Yeah. But get your GGs in chat for Animus United, who finishes with a 48-20. He's going to join the 0-2 bracket, or 0-2 group, which we're going to determine what that is fairly soon here.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we'll get to speaking about where we go from here once interviews are done.
Yeah. So, Vix, have you have you been practicing, or I know you've taken some time off. How do you feel about some of the quality of life changes and the flags that we have for this year?
Honestly, I've been enjoying this flag set a lot, way more than I thought. I haven't gotten too much practice in due to other tournament commitments at the time. But I've been playing Seeds for like the last 2 to 3 weeks, every now and then when I can. And I do really enjoy the flag set. It's good to note on the hammer
Priority.
Yeah, priority. That's it. That was one I had no idea about.
Yeah, it's one of those secret knowledge. If you're in the know, you're in the know kind of things. Which is I've been thinking. I'll just say it. I've been compiling a Google slide kind of thing, detailing a lot of the secret knowledge this game has to offer.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yep, I've seen a preview of it, and it is really sharp to look at, and it's got really good information. So when that's done, it should help a lot of the newer runners out a lot, and then just some of the niche things like the hammer priority that some of the more experienced runners might not be aware of. So we're looking forward to seeing the finished product on that.
But yeah, like I said, I've really been enjoying the flag set, at least for Swiss. I haven't had a chance to play any of the other flags yet, for the brackets and all that. I plan to get to it in the future at some point when time dictates, but I've just been enjoying getting back into this one because it's been quite a while since I've been playing the Mario 3.
Yep, brackets is exactly the same as Swiss, except for hammers do not break locks, so it's not a whole lot that you have to worry about moving forward.
Among other changes, we're putting faster boss back in, and the levels don't stay finished upon game over anymore.
Oh, but, yeah, you don't start with power-ups too, now that I think about it, but relatively the same.
Yeah,
close enough.
That's a bridge we'll cross when we get there.
Oh yeah, 100%. For sure. But yeah, like I said, it's good to be back to jumping into this one.
Yep, and Animus will not be joining us for our interview, which means I think we can go ahead and say it, Danny.
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, so,
if you want to talk about the wheel, I'll talk about the flag stuff.
Okay, alright. I think the Z1 Rando community does this. They for their tournaments, every Sunday is when they spin the wheel to determine the matchups.
Yep, every Sunday. It usually depends on when they can do it, and since all of our matches are done for the week, we had said 9 p.m. We're still going to do it on Sunday, but yeah, go ahead.
We're thinking about doing it at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. to spin the wheel and get those matchups in order.
Yep,
in the meantime, while we wait, there's another thing to announce, Danny.
Yeah, so I came up with the flags for the tournament, and when I'm playing it, there are certain things that I just, I don't really have issues with, and this is the biggest tournament that we've had in a while. It wasn't really anticipating, a lot of the signups came up late, and one of those things is you keep the progression on game over, but if you went to Toad Houses, those stay beaten as well. And there's certain obstacles that you can run into that I've noticed from some of the races, because the Hammer Brother RNG was fixed to where everybody will get the same bro opportunity. But that means that they don't really move and they don't cross levels. So you can be forced into like a water arena with Fire Bros. And everybody knows how difficult that is. I mean, I could probably get through it small, like 1 in 20 times, if not more. Sometimes the patterns are just impossible. So what we decided to do, because it's not really going to affect, the more competitive runners, and it'll just be a better experience for the newer runners, we decided that we are going to change the flag sets for the Swiss stage only, and likely the Challenge Cup, to allow the Toad Houses to stay. So now you can go into Toad Houses an unlimited amount of times. It's still going to be the same amount of time to get an item. So you are still, giving up the cost of the time to get the item. There will be an announcement with the new flag set as well. But moving forward, we are going to allow the runners to use the Toad Houses as much as they want. And this should hopefully, give a better experience to some of the newer runners who, don't have as many power-ups or aren't able to conserve as many power-ups for said bro fights and stuff. We don't really want people just getting stalled on certain things that it's like, it shouldn't really affect the outcome of most matches, especially the more, runners who are, playing to be more, competitive. So that's what we're going to do. There should be an announcement later by Diesel Pilot in the tournament announcements detailing all of that, but that is what we are deciding to do moving forward.
Yeah. It is just the base randomizer side of the Swiss flag set that is being changed. The deluxe flag set will remain the same, because it is only one flag that is being added.
Yep, so when you go to the Toad House, you'll get your item, and it will not change. It'll remain the Toad House. It would be different. I don't think we would change it if the Toad Houses came back on the game over, but I didn't notice that because I didn't game over when I was doing the flags at all. And I didn't notice that the Toad Houses stay, quote unquote, beaten as well. So,
yeah,
so that's what we're going to do.
We probably should have anticipated the possibility of repeated water arena fire bro madness and sadness, but now that we know it's a thing, we're nixing it.
Yep. So really looking forward to seeing that in week 2. It should give some of our newer runners a much better experience with the randomizer. We obviously want them to to come back for later tournaments and league and whatnot. So yeah, it should be a pretty good change, I think.
Yeah, and Vix, what are your thoughts?
I think it's a good change. It would help, like you mentioned, with a lot of the newer runners in case they get something really, really dumb early on. That would give them a chance to get past stuff. So.
Yep. So I mean, with that, we're done with week 1 of Swiss. We got 4 more to go before the brackets are determined in the Challenge Cup. So yeah, really looking forward to Sunday, 3 p.m. Diesel has going to be in charge of spinning the wheels and figuring out who gets paired with who. Dust, you got anything else to add? If not, you can go ahead and get us out of here.
No, I think that's pretty much all that there is to say, but I will say that if you haven't seen it, but Mirai created a very slick-looking spreadsheet of everything that's happened in this tournament so far, from matchups to records and their rooms, the channels they were streamed on. It's pretty awesome, and we are being told to boogie. So yeah, that's about does it for me. So thank you, Vix, for coming in and giving us your thoughts. Give
Thank you,
him
and,
and Animus United a follow.
Thank you, Diesel, for getting this all set up, and Danny and Dust for the comms. Really appreciate it. I think Animus would echo what I have to say. It's just very appreciative of all the support and all that. So thank you, guys.
Yep,
All right.
absolutely. GGs to the runners, and yeah, thanks to Speed Gaming. So yeah.
And yeah, that's about does it. I'm Dust Minion.
I'm Danny P. Speed.
Goodbye for now.
See you next time.